Yeah, thank you. And this machine is from
Slovenia, yes.
Would you like?
Okay, next to me is Max Pinucci. I did say it right this time also. Good, great, thank you. And you are the designer of interior of Pipistrel Panthera.
I work with the team I work for Pipistrel since 2001. First of all for communication, then I started with the new plane was the Taurus, two-seat glider, great experience with them. And then I tried with I was called to I tried to fight with this great project.
Okay.
It was not simple to imagine a new concept of a normal four-seat.
Okay.
And because I was stimulated because the design drawing was always day by day more beautiful and streamlined. I was a little bit
so
scared.
it was putting some pressure for your design also.
What to do to do something good, not only for performances and for aerodynamic design, but also for interior.
Okay.
And honestly, I thought first of all to the owner. Normally, the owner of such kind of plane is not very young people, and it could be 40, 50. And then I tried to put together old-fashioned things and new technologies, old shapes and new shapes, and for that. All things are studied for different impressions, for different feeling for the customer.
Okay. You are designer, but you are also active pilot. So how much would you say you have a pilot max here, and how much designer max here?
I think it's very important to know how to do and how it works, because the plane is magic, not only because it flies, but also because it's very different from a car. You need a feeling, you need to be safe, you need to be surrounded by the plane,
okay.
And then it's totally different and from a normal car or a motorcycle. I work in the field of motorcycles. It's another field.
Okay.
What is interesting is how to help the people to do everything. This is ergonomy, but also how to feel the people to how to help the people to feel driving a Formula One of the air.
Yeah.
Leaving the possibility to have to the maximum comfort.
How many times did you have the feeling that it looks nice, but it's not for the pilot, and the opposite?
We changed 8 times the shape of the seats. At the beginning it was very sporty, but at the middle was too much for my opinion. Let me say family style. And at the end, I think we arrived to the right solution. Because it's it seems very sporty, but in reality is very comfortable. And these inspirations are strange because for the inspiration of the colors and of the use of the leather, I thought the golf shoes were the best, let me say, inspiration.
So if you get a feeling you are sitting over your golf shoes, it's right then?
I like old cars, and my idea was to transmit the feeling of a 60s car in a 2020 plane. And because people are not too so young for this kind of planes, then they have to remember when they was young, and let me say, in their imagination, their dream when they was young.
Sounds makes sense. But still, I think people at their 40s, they are not old, aren't they? Please agree with me.
I'm from 60s, then I'm 48, then I'm exactly in the target. And for me, the best design was, in my opinion, is the car design of Italian car design of 60s. But I'm not talking about Ferrari, not Alfa Romeo, or other very less famous Italian brands with a very great level of craftsmanship. everything, every detail, every small things, everything was dedicated to speed and to comfort.
I can see in the seals that you want to have the same feeling. They look like they are really handmade and
Exactly.
yeah.
And for that we met very skilled partners for that.
Okay. Yeah.
When I met the Boxmark company who realized the seats, it's a very huge company, 1,000 people, and they work for I don't know Bentley or Mercedes or other very well-known companies. Then it was a pleasure, and I learned a lot working with them.
This is anyway a plane, so I think these materials and everything were quite a challenge. So you didn't have just open hands to choose whatever you wanted.
Yes, the problem is when everything is open, it is worse than when you have strong constraints. In this case, we started thinking because leather it's a good material.
It does not burn and.
But sometimes it's not simple to work with. It's very expensive. But we try to avoid the effect of the strong effect of all leather. Too much because in my opinion, luxury is not heavy. It's very light. And as Antoine Exupéry said, the design is the best design when you don't have anything to remove, not when you don't have anything to
add. So if you take a look at the seat,
you can remove this one.
This is quite lightweight.
Yes.
So this is, I can see some carbon fiber. And then leather. So it looks like heavy to me, but it's very light.
No, very light and very slim.
Yeah.
And when you look at especially the front seats, it seems very slim for big pilots, for a huge pilot. In reality, it's very comfortable.
But still, the frame is this carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
Okay.
It was realized by CNC techniques. The foam and then covered in leather.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you use the strange techniques also for simulation, I like the video projection, and we video projected on seats the stitching before starting the stitching.
Okay.
It was a very fun, very interesting also for my students, because I involved also students, also collaborators in work, and the team was quite huge.
Yeah.
Because every detail has its own design. Also, I don't know, what I personally like is the design of we did for the armrest.
Okay.
Because in this case, the armrest is not a volume or something box. But it helps the plane to be large. It seems larger than it is.
Harry, if you take a look at here, so there's even a mug holder here, which is something I like at the back seat. So more or less it looks like a sports car for me.
Like a sports car. The idea was to like a sports car, but a sport plane.
And I've been testing the front seat and the back seat, and I have to say they not just look good, but they are really comfortable. I'm still satisfied just because the test pilot said I flew for 7 hours and everything was good. Okay. That's a good statement.
Design is not necessarily style.
Okay.
It's also performance and comfort.
Good. So when are you going to fly this thing?
I hope in August.
Okay. Great.
At the end of the tests.
Yeah. Okay. Can I come with you?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Why not? I invite you.
Okay. Thank you, Max. Now it's in a video, so
Ciao.
we will do it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.